forgotten how many pairs of sunglasses I actually own. When we moved studio, I cleared out the old studio and I found loads and loads of sunglasses. I've got sunglasses for every occasion, probably. I mean, I don't know, what occasion would you use these for? I've got absolutely no idea. Hello, I'm Gavin Hoey and you're watching Adorama TV, brought to you by Adorama, the camera store that's got everything for us photographers. And this video is all about sunglasses and reflections. And if you're thinking, this is going to be how to remove reflections, no, I'll show you how to do that out at the end of the video. Actually, this is about how to embrace reflections, include them and make them part of the scene of your shot. The first thing I'd say is it will depend on the type of sunglasses you actually use. I don't think these are the ones. So whilst I'm sorting through trying to find the good sunglasses, you should be clicking on the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a video right here on Adorama TV. So let's get some sunglasses ready, let's get a light set, let's get a model in, let's get shooting. So to help me out today, I've got the amazing Sophie. Sophie is going to be the model for this shoot, and I'm going to start with perhaps the simplest way to get some light on the glasses and create something quite dramatic, and that is shooting a profile style picture. So Sophie is going to look towards the wall that way. I've positioned the light so it's more or less facing Sophie in a sort of fairly classic 45-ish degree position. I'll tell you now, this isn't the right place for the lights, but let me show you by taking a photo. Now we've already meted this out for f8. So Sophie, here we go, quick little test shot. And I get a perfectly fine, perfectly exposed, but not particularly exciting picture. And of course, no reflections on the glasses whatsoever. So I'm going to move the light, not a lot, just a little bit, but now it's centered on Sophie. This should give us a reflection in the glasses and give us a bit more drama. Let's see how this looks. Okay, Sophie, quick little test shot. And yeah, we've got more shadow on Sophie, that already looks better. But of course the reflections are what I'm interested in. And here the reflection is at the edge of the sunglasses. And what I'd like is the reflection to be in the center of the sunglasses. So actually what I need to do is move the light quite a long way back here. So it looks like the light is behind Sophie. So you'd think this is the wrong place, but this is exactly the look I'm going for. So I'm going to position it around about there. Let's just take a test shot for this, see how this looks. Here we go, Sophie. And now we have a lot more drama in that lighting, a lot more shadow. And you'll notice that the reflection has moved across the sunglasses, so now it's in the center. Something I would like to adjust is just the back of Sophie here, where it's a little bit dark and in shadow. So I could do this in a couple of different ways, but the easiest way is just to grab a second light. Now this is actually a smaller light, this is a Flashpoint Evolve 200, but this close, the power of the light doesn't really matter. In fact, it's on 1/128th power, so it's pretty low down. I've got it lined up with the key light, so again, it's quite to the back of Sophie, further than you would imagine, but all it needs to do is put a little dash of light on Sophie's shoulders. Here we go. And that's exactly what this light does. And that just adds a little bit of separation on Sophie and the background. So everything is set. So Sophie, if you're ready, let's take a few shots. Here we go. Something you can do to help is, if your light has it, turn on the modeling lamp so you can see the reflection in the sunglasses before you press the shutter. For this effect to really work, you've got to find some sunglasses that have a real wrap or curved front to them. For this look, I've changed things around, so no longer do we have a black background, we have a nice high-key white background, and I'm going to use just one flash, which will be this one. And the only reason I've chosen it is because it has this round aperture at the front. It's the only softbox I've got that has that. It's old, it's falling apart. I'll put a link in the description below for something modern from Adorama. You could use a beauty dish and get a similar result, but you might be wondering, why do I want this particular round aperture? Well, because that is what's going to be reflected in the sunglasses. Let me show you. So let's spin this around. Okay, so first thing to do is just to take a meter reading just to make sure this is going to work. I'm working at f8, so let's see what we get. Here we go, Sophie. I'm going to pop this near your chin. And I'm getting f8. Stroke of luck, isn't it? So once that's set, I can take a shot like this. Okay, Sophie, here we go. And as you can see, I get a correctly lit picture of Sophie, but where's the reflection in the sunglasses? Well, it's there, but it's just above Sophie. So the solution is, Sophie, if you can look up at the light for me. And there it is, in the sunglasses, reflected straight back. And of course, you get the shape of the light reflected in the sunglasses. But be aware, depending on the quality and the curvature of the sunglasses, it may not come out exactly like the original light in the real world. So if I want to get a picture of Sophie looking straight at me and not looking up, here's what I need to do. I need to get this light and drop it down so it's almost in line with Sophie's eye line, like that. Another useful thing is to turn the modelling lamp back on if your light has one. My Flashpoint Explore 300 definitely does. And then you can see exactly where the light's going to be and you can guide your model. So Sophie, if you can look slightly up, oh, that's perfect, hold it there. And that will give me a shot of Sophie looking straight at me, but with that round reflection in the sunglasses. The key to this is really simple. Just ask your model to look towards the light and keep an eye on where the reflection's going to be. Other than that, the other thing to do, take some pictures, have a bit of fun. So Sophie, are you ready? Yeah. Okay, let's take a few pictures like this. Here we go. This time I'm looking for a pair of sunglasses that are fairly flat and not overly curved. And just because I've got so many pairs of glasses to choose from, I think it's worth trying another pair. So what if you want a picture where you don't see any reflections in sunglasses or just ordinary glasses? Well, we've already seen it happen. It's surprisingly easy to do, but not always convenient. Let me demonstrate. So here we go, sunglasses on, but there's no real reflections and certainly no reflections of the light source in these sunglasses. The light source is sort of just up there, out of shot. And the reason you can't see it is all because of angles. Light travels in straight lines, so any light from the light source up there, hitting the glasses, and then it's bouncing away from the camera lens, so you can't see them. But the minute I turn my head a little bit, well, if I get it right, now the light source hits my lens, and the angle is just right that it bounces into the lens of the camera, meaning that you can see it. But what if it's a bit more of a challenging light? Let's say a light just over here, above my head. That's a bit harder. But it's still all about the angles, because if I look up towards the light, well, there's the reflection. If I look down, the reflection disappears. Obviously, you don't want your model looking down the entire shoot. So what do? Well, the answer is lift the light up. So let's get this light much higher up. There we go. Now I can look up and, well, not really get any reflections. I may get a few from the studio lights, but I've got a much more head movement than I had before. I did say, however, that getting rid of the reflections is easy, but it may compromise what you want to do, and this may not be the ideal lighting position. So you have to bear that in mind, balance the need to remove reflections with the need to light correctly. Of course, you can just angle the glasses, looks a bit weird on the side, and you could try different types of glasses. Not all glasses will reflect in the same way. Some will be better than others, and some of them, I mean, why? What was I thinking? Why did I buy these glasses? Of course, usually we try and avoid reflections in glasses, but there are times when it just looks fantastic to include them, and it's well worth experimenting with both ways of working. Now, if you've enjoyed this video or you've got any questions, leave me a comment down below. Click on the bell icon and you'll never miss a video right here on Adorama TV, and we have new videos pretty much every single day. And of course, remember to click on that subscribe button. I'm Gavin Hoey. Thanks for watching.